Hey,
multitudes of fans on the stream.
so many people watching our stream, and definitely going to be watching it because we are here. We are live at the KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship inside
That's right.
the Pure Michigan Community Showcase tent.
Yes. And inside the showcase tent, if you look around, we'll try to get some better camera shots in a minute, but you can see just pictures of all the beautiful things that we have to offer in Southwest Michigan, from beverages to recreational activities. That's a fun stuff.
Yeah. So
Great way to
all for being
showcase
here.
us. Yes.
We've had a lot of fun so far this morning. Everything from picking up a golf cart, well, searching for a golf cart, and then getting the golf cart, and then bringing all the stuff loaded up in the golf cart to this spot, setting it all up. Ken getting here, me going to pick him up. It's been mosquitoes flying around here and there because it is a humid day.
We're gonna have to get some deep, but we've got Kenny Sims here. He's the Senior Director of Impact for the PGA Reach Foundation. We'll be talking to him in just a moment. Good morning.
Good morning, Ken. How are you? Hey, John. How's it going?
Good. Doing great.
Hey, thanks for having me on the show today.
Absolutely.
No, thank you. Thank you very much for joining us. You're based out of Frisco, Texas. You're a longtime resident of Florida.
Yes.
And now you're enjoying the Michigan's great Southwestern Michigan. You've been here before, Michigan?
I have been to Michigan before, but it's been quite a while.
Okay. So it's cold for you right now, I'm assuming, because you've
Oh,
been
this is
acclimated to the very southern.
Oh, this is perfect. I think it was 100 degrees in Frisco yesterday. So
Oh my goodness! But it's a dry heat, right?
Exactly. It's a dry heat.
It's different.
That's what they say.
It's different, but it's
There's
still
no
hot.
mosquitoes because it's a dry heat.
That's true. That's the only benefit.
That's the only.
Are there no mosquitoes down there?
Not many.
How's the housing situation?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh yeah. Well, you don't go into that.
They're building all kinds of stuff down there.
Yeah.
The main headquarters has how many golf courses? Like, was it like 3 golf courses?
Yeah,
down
so
there?
PGA Home Office has 2 golf courses that just opened last May. In fact, the East Course, which is a Gil Hands design, opened at the 23 PGA Senior Championship.
Nice.
Gil Hands said it was the first time he actually opened a golf course with a major championship.
That's amazing.
Stand by. Here we go. Right. Couldn't ask for better weather here at beautiful Harbor Shores. A nice cool breeze coming, and I think that breeze also is coming from the leaf blower guy that is blowing around. We've had mowers and blowers this morning.
Yeah, we have a guest here with us, Kenny Sims. He's the Senior Director of Impact for PGA Reach Foundation. And he said, no matter where you are, if you're on radio, TV, around a golf course, there will always be the blower guy.
Mowers and blowers.
Absolutely, mowers and blowers.
Good morning, Kenny. It's nice to have you here.
Yeah, good morning. Thanks for the invitation. This is great.
Yeah, absolutely. So you're the Senior Director of Impact for PGA Reach Foundation. Explain to us, if you wouldn't mind, what is PGA Reach?
Well, first of all, the PGA of America, we're 30,000 golf professionals all around the world managing the business of golf. PGA Reach Foundation, we're the foundational arm of the organization. And our responsibility is to impact lives through the game of golf. And we do that through 4 pillars. The first one, PGA Hope, which is helping our patriots everywhere. We'll talk a little bit later. I'll talk a little bit about the Veterans Clinic that we hosted yesterday and here at Harbor Shores. Then there's PGA Works. That's our initiative to diversify the golf industry and to provide opportunities for populations and people underrepresented and under-resourced communities. We also support PGA Junior League through scholarships and opportunity leagues and places to play. That's our pillar that's designed to provide access. So a PGA professional can't teach programming if he doesn't have a facility, if he doesn't have a golf course that's vibrant. So places to play is designed to support golf facilities around the country.
That's awesome.
Do you have a favorite of those 4 pillars?
Well, I would no. I'm not going to say that. You love all 4.
What's your favorite child there?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Yeah, you
we
can.
love all 4 of our children. Yeah, you can't pinpoint me there. 'Cause I got 4 people working for me
Right.
that they're responsible to go out and execute on programming, and I love all 4 of them. I love all of our program participants. It is really, really rewarding work to see veterans that are able to rehabilitate themselves through our programs, providing opportunities through fellowships or scholarships under PJ Works Pillar. Our program participants that are Beyond the Green, which we will host tomorrow here. Our Beyond the Green activation will be here tomorrow, where we'll invite in some community-based organizations and show some young adults the opportunities that the Golf Industry and Beyond has for them.
Talk about what you did yesterday with the veterans.
Well, we invited 25 local veterans to come in for a golf clinic, and we just spent a couple of hours of bonding and talking, and we also gave some golf instruction.
Okay.
So, the whole goal was to expose them to PGA Hope and all of the great work that PGA Hope is doing, and let them know that there's a pathway for them. Some of the veterans that come and become part of PGA Hope, they may be dealing with some type of trauma or some stresses in their life. And the game of golf really provides them an outlet. How it is when you're on the golf course. You're not thinking about anything else. You're not thinking about any of your problems in life.
It's a great escape.
You're just thinking about hitting that golf ball straight. And we kind of capitalize on that by our PGA Hope program. And yesterday was a perfect example of it. There were quite a few veterans that didn't know much about PGA Hope, so we were able to talk about them. And they were taught by 15 area golf professionals that have been trained in PGA Hope programming.
Yeah.
So they have to go through a 1-day certification class where they're taught military culture, because many of us golf pros like myself don't know enough about what it's like, what they've been through. So we go through a 1-day training to show them and explain to them just exactly what it's like to be a veteran and some of the things that they may be dealing with, whether it's physical or whether it's mental. And then we also teach adaptive golf. So all of the 15.
Yeah, what's adaptive
golf? So someone has an injury, or if let's say they may be an amputee, or we even had one veteran yesterday that was blind. So we actually teach how to teach someone who has not only hearing but visual impairments. We'll even teach how to use what we call a solo rider, which is a device that a veteran that may have limited mobility, how to take it right onto the golf course. Don't even have to get off the vehicle to hit the golf shot. So it's a very extensive training program, and we'll actually service over 17,000 veterans in over 535 programs across the country this year. And in the state of Michigan, we'll actually have 14 different programs that are going to serve over 500 veterans. So we're really proud of what the work that it's doing. Last week, when we were in Louisville, we actually did an event called Secretaries Cup, where we invited 48 veterans from all over the country to compete in their version of the PGA Championship.
That's cool.
So we have a lot of really, really great programs for veterans, and we're really proud of how yesterday turned out.
Yeah, and that program is not just a, hey, let's show up, let's show you golf, and then we'll go. It's a longer course, right? About
Yeah,
6 to 8 weeks.
It's an 8-week program, and it's no cost to the veteran. We actually have a memorandum of understanding with the Veterans Administration Department, where a therapist at the VA can actually prescribe PGA Hope as therapy. Yes.
Nice. How can a veteran get involved in that in PGA?
Go to PGA.com or PGAreach.org, and you'll see a tab for Hope.
Now you're a veteran yourself.
No, I'm not a
You're
veteran.
not a veteran.
I'm not a veteran.
Okay. But what's been the biggest takeaway from being part of just that program yesterday?
So I would say that everyone, you could tell that there was a sense of joy,
Sure.
right? And a sense of relief to know that there was a community there to support them. And the rewarding part for us is to feel that, right? Like it's PJ Hope is ranked as the #1 program for PJ professionals, the thing that they enjoy to do the most. And you could see that not only were the veterans enjoying the experience, but you could also tell that the PJ American golf professionals were also enjoying the experience.
That's fantastic. Yeah. And then you have a program tomorrow. Anything more on the veterans book?
No, I think
Okay.
we could talk about that for 20 minutes.
That sounds extremely gratifying to understand that you're helping veterans, even those who may need some special abilities to enjoy the game of golf. That's fantastic.
Yes, we're really proud of it.
Doing that. So what's the plan coming up tomorrow?
Tomorrow we're doing an event called Beyond the Green, which is a career exploration event where we invite community-based organizations like Boys and Girls Clubs and schools into our environment, and we show them a really cool, young adults a really cool way of learning more about the golf industry and beyond. And we do that by inviting in some really cool speakers. We'll actually be taking some tours of KitchenAid and Whirlpool facilities. And so we'll have an engagement with their staff so they can talk about the opportunities that lie ahead of them. The whole idea is to just be thought starters and to let some kids who maybe not thinking about what their future looks like, give them some options and begin to think about their career paths.
Jenny Sims is the Senior Director of Impact for PGA Reach Foundation. Again, the place for us to go if we want to learn more information about the 4 pillars of the outreach that you guys have.
PGA.com or PJReach.org.
And thank you so much for taking some time with us. Welcome to Southwest Michigan again, and thanks for being here. And looking forward to an absolutely wonderful week of cool stuff happening. And crossing our fingers for great weather and great golf.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you, John. I really appreciate the opportunity to talk to you.
You bet. Thank you.
Thank you.
Coming up here in just a little bit, we'll have the Bloomberg Market Minute. It's the morning show on 94.9 WMSJN.
It's great. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That was really good.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet. We've got an audience here clapping.
Yeah.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it. Thanks for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
All right.
You have this up. So we've got Brian at 8:10.
Yep.
And then
And any others who want to bring by, right?
Yeah.
At those windows.
today.
Any of your floaters, if they're available, feel free to grab.
Okay.
We can make some
We'll drive back and I'll see if anyone's over there. So you've got 740 available technically. Are we good to go?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's going to be Jerry, which I got confirmed from that. Josh, I'm going to remove it. Can't do it anymore. But I think the rest should be. It was Devin.
Total 15.
Yeah, Brandon's around this morning.
He's playing.
Pro-Am today?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll go see if anyone's over there. All right. Thanks.
So are you going to the media center?
We're gonna go back to hospitality, I guess.
Okay. Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Cool.
But if I need to be at the media center,
you guys.
Yep.
yeah, we'll be back for
Thanks again.
You're
Thanks
stuck with
again.
us.
Yeah.
Josh's.
Appreciate it.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Checking on our comments here real
Yeah.
quick because we've been having some fun talking to some great people. Good morning to Jeff.
Is Jeff out there? Hey, Jeff.
Super exciting. KitchenAid Championship.
Oh, yeah.
Good morning, Diane. Good morning, Teresa. Good morning, Bill. Jeff says, golf is great and happy to hear about veteran support, bringing the two together in a therapeutic way. I salute you.
Absolutely.
Thank you for the veteran support. It's really awesome. So thank you to Kenny. That was a really great time spending time with him. And I did not know about that program.
Yeah.
When they said PGA Reach, I was like, huh, what's that? And then now we feel like I feel like we know a lot more about
Four
the
pillars.
4 pillars and stuff they have going on.
Yeah, that's fantastic. You can get more information on that by going to the PGA website. And also, because we are in the Pure Michigan Community Showcase tent, just to describe what we see on the in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
We see all the nice little trees and some of the fairways, I think, are underneath that fog.
Yeah, they're somewhere. I've seen what looks to be like a mower, and I've been hearing, of course, the mower. But now that the fog is, that other set of trees, I had not seen that all morning until now.
The fog's lifting a little bit, and we have a light breeze. What would you say that's going southwest?
Sure.
Blowing to the southwest.
I don't know my cardinal directions unless I know where the sun is. Because I know the lake is somewhere over here.
That way. Yeah,
somewhere.
Up west. Yeah.
So it's a great day. It's starting to warm up, I think.
And they do have golf TV on all the TVs around here.
Yeah,
Funny.
luckily I found the remote to turn it all down.
Get here this morning, and Johnny has turned down the volume on the TVs, but playing on the TVs, on all the TV monitors here, is golf.
Here we go.
Go.
Hey, good morning. We are here at the beautiful Harbor Shores.
Oh, yeah.
For the KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship. We're here all week, Tuesday through Friday. And then we'll also have play-by-play that you'll be able to hear during the actual tournament Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. We could not be here without all the great sponsors that we have. Preach Creative Woodworking, also thanks to American Biochar Company, as well as the South Bend International Airport. There's a lot of stuff going on. Today is, we just found out, because we were saying, hey, you know, Brandon Haney, the guy we've talked to many times, championship director, one of the many people that puts this thing together.
Oh, you're not going to do that.
If he's hanging around, could he stop by and just kind of give us a rundown? And they said, no, he's golfing today because the Pro-Am is happening today. And that's what, you know, when you're probably wondering, what are you guys doing there on Tuesday? The tournament doesn't start till Thursday. Well, there's actually a ton of stuff, as we just found out. We were talking with Kenny Sims, the senior director of Impact, is that there's something going on all week. There's the program they had yesterday at PGA Hope, and then there's stuff going on today with the Pro-Am. Then I think there's something going on tomorrow on the course. They're doing some practice stuff, and then it's all going to kick off on Thursday.
Yeah, tomorrow morning's the community breakfast, so we look forward to it.
Is it tomorrow or Wednesday?
Is tomorrow Wednesday?
Is today Tuesday?
Today's Tuesday. So that's tomorrow.
Today feels like a Monday. Isn't that a movie quote?
Yeah.
Is it Tuesday?
Yeah, so tomorrow morning is the community breakfast, and we look forward to hearing a little bit. One of the things that we're focused on is actually we got word that at the community breakfast, the PGA of America will be making an announcement. Of a community benefit that they will be announcing at that point. You know, we have assumptions on what that might be.
Yeah.
And where it might go, but we don't know until tomorrow morning. So as soon as we learn, we will tell you here on the WSBM morning.
And we're still trying to coordinate the possibility of being able to get a little look into what's going on there. I did hear about some of the people on our team that are going to be over there.
Yes.
So I think we can make it happen.
I think so. I know Gail's going to be there, Pat's going to be there, a few others.
Yeah, I think Zach might even be there. So
is there free breakfast? Yeah. Then Zach will be there.
Zach will be there. No pulling the punches today. All right. No, there's going to be enough of our team that I think if you put all of them together, they can figure out how to jump on our live stream. So I think we should be good to go on that, so we can kind of get an insight on what's happening.
Good. That'll be nice.
Even if it's just them, you know, with the phone on their face, like you know, way down here, so you can see their chin
going up from the chin,
and then just kind of saying what's going on, giving us the play-by-play.
Those people are driving cars. How come we couldn't drive cars?
You know, what I was told, and this is the fun part behind the scenes that people are getting with this, is that where we are is a different spot than if you came here a couple of years ago. The community showcase was actually right in the main entrance off of Graham Avenue near the clubhouse in Harbor Shores. They have since changed it and moved it to near North Pier Brewing Company, actually on their property, right by, I believe that's 13 and 14 is roughly where it is on the course. So we're right in the middle of the action, which that's cool. But also, with being in the middle of the action, you got to move things around. And they said you can get your car there in the morning, but once this whole
that's
thing
right.
kicks off,
Yeah.
you can't get your car out. And I really don't want to leave my car here and be stuck here for the next 12, 13, 14 hours throughout the day.
That
So
makes sense.
they gave me a golf cart, slapped my name on it, spelled my name wrong. It's totally okay. I understand. You got a lot of stuff.
They've got a lot of stuff, and that's the funny thing about Brandon is when I was asking the media folks here is, hey, where's Brandon? If he's available, I know he's probably got a lot on his mind. And she said, oh yeah, he's playing.
Yeah,
he's playing. Kind of smirking.
Getting a little bit of, but I'm sure he's playing, but he's still going to probably have his radio and his phone and all the other things on him because their team is pretty much working 24 hours a day this whole entire week, and have been for probably the past month.
Yeah, when I got here just before 5:30, there were golf carts all over the place running around here. So if you're driving in this area, do be careful, especially if it's still dark outside, because the golf carts are on the roadways. They're getting people to and from.
And my golf cart has no headlights.
No headlights.
I got a headlamp, so maybe I'll use my headlamp.
You brought your headlamp?
Yeah, I brought my headlamp. So maybe I'll bring that and have that ready to roll for later on. Very nice. We got a lot of other stuff to get to. We will have some more special guests a little after 8 o'clock, unless we have some other people too. But a little after 8 o'clock, we will have Brian Joseph, who will stop by. He's one of the people that are organizing the community concert.
That's right.
That has a
good friend,
great lineup. So he'll give us the details on that. By the way, that is a free concert. Nice. So that's a pretty awesome thing. So we'll get details on that later. And of course, we'll give you all the info on everything you need to know about the KitchenAid City PGA Championship. First, we need to find out what's happening in the news this morning.
And in the Pure Michigan Community Showcase tent, dubbed as the WSJM newsroom for this morning, I'm Ken Lumberg. Some of the stories that we're looking at today locally, Berrien County health officials are increasing access to potentially life-saving overdose medication. They're teaming up with Berrien County Trial Court, and the department is placing a Narcan vending machine in Berrien County's South County building in Niles. Prevention Supervisor Lisa Peoples-Hurst tells us the department has been giving away Narcan for years. They do think it's effective. Sometimes the inmates who are at the jail in St. Joseph, they are clean from their drugs for a couple of days while they're in the jail. They immediately go out, and a lot of them will overdose if they return to the drugs immediately because of the dosage issue. They say that's why they put a Narcan vending machine in the Berrien County Jail in St. Joseph. Now they're doing one in South County as well. They say it's effective. Now, reported drug overdose deaths in Michigan dropped about 6% from 2022 to 2023. Those are the latest figures, and that's according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. For all of Michigan in 2023, the reported drug overdose deaths total were 2,783. In other news, that is, we now know the identity of the person killed by gunfire early Sunday morning in Benton Harbor. The Benton Harbor Department of Public Safety issued a statement late yesterday saying the officers were called out to the gas station at 202 North Fair Avenue shortly after 2 a.m. on reports of a large disturbance of a crowd. And while they were on their way to that scene, officers say they heard gunshots and arrived at the scene to find people fleeing in all directions. Police then found 20-year-old Benton Harbor resident Marcus James Johnson. He was pronounced dead at the scene from a gunshot wound. Officers say 2 others were injured in that fight and drove themselves to Cornwall for treatment. Johnson's body has been turned over to Western Michigan University for an autopsy. It is an open and active investigation. We do have a picture of a potential suspect on our website issued by the police. That website, WSJM.com, let the police know that the Benton Harbor Department of Public Safety, if you think you know who that person is. And finally, actor and Benton Harbor native Ernie Hudson has been honored by the Benton Harbor City Commissioners with a street renaming.
Nice.
Don't you remember we talked about this like a week or 2 ago?
Yeah.
They had to do it again.
They gave him another street?
They gave him an alternative street. Because they were going to name Vineyard Ave after him, section of that after him. But then somebody came forward. We'll tell you more about this at 8 o'clock. Somebody came forward and said, well, actually, he grew up on this street over here. And so they chose
They're going to name the road he grew up on?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so South Fair Avenue, that runs from Bus Avenue to Hall Street. He was on Bus Avenue, where he was a kid.
I know exactly.
Yeah, so anyway, that renaming, we'll have more on that story coming up at 8 o'clock as well. In the WSJM Pure Michigan Community Showcase 10 newsroom, I'm Ken.
We should have got a sponsor.
Pure Michigan.
Yeah. Cheeseburger Newsroom.
There you go.
We'll get to some other things here in just a little bit, catch you up with sports, as well as news from ABC right now. Let's find out what's happening around the state. All right, good morning, everybody, on our live stream.
Wow.
Check out the comments this morning. Dwayne says, good morning.
Hey, Dwayne.
Bill says I should get a compass.
Hi, Bill.
Yeah, when I used to work at a portable restroom company, so when I go to the bathrooms over there, it's like old times.
Old home week.
They would say, yeah, make that delivery, put it on the southwest corner of the east side of the property, and they'd say, yeah, do that at 6 o'clock in the morning before the sun comes up. I was like, I don't know where I am. I've never been in this part of wherever I was. So they said, yeah, you put it in the wrong spot. They said, here's what you need to do. Plant a flag or paint an X or do something like that on the property, because if you want it in a specific cardinal direction somewhere, you need to be more specific.
Now, you because your family had auto repair places, right?
Yeah, they had it, but it doesn't just happen throughout.
Oh wait. So auto repair, and that means you saw a lot of vehicular traffic coming through there, a lot of different cars.
Sure.
My grandfather, he had a Cadillac. He always had a different Cadillac every time I saw him.
Oh, yeah.
And on each Cadillac, he had the same compass.
Okay.
Have you seen this compass? It's the big one that has the water in it, the little ball goes back and forth.
So anytime you get a new Cadillac,
anytime
you pop the thing up?
he popped the thing up, but the thing is back there.
That's awesome.
You should get one of those.
Okay.
And, I mean, you never saw one of those growing up?
No.
It's just like, oh yeah, why does that say N on it? Why does
No,
it say
I
S on
know
it?
how the cardinal directions work, and when I see
Why is E always on the other side of
when
W?
I see a compass, I know how it works. It's just when I'm outside in the elements without said compass, I don't know where I am.
Okay. All right.
I didn't do Boy Scouts for 2 weeks like you did.
It was like 2 months.
Dwayne says we should be in the Pro-Am. No, that would take forever.
Rate of play.
Yeah.
Rate of play.
If we played best ball, then I would just go off of what the other person does and not me.
That's kind of fun. I like the best ball thing, because then you don't feel so bad.
Jeff says maybe Johnny should join the Cub Scouts.
Yeah, Cub Scouts.
Maybe. Actually, when I would golf, I don't golf often, but when I have had a chance to golf, we golf, my brothers and I, and we would do best ball because there's 5 of us, so it'd just be quicker. And we do best ball, and a lot of times I'm not a very good at driving the ball. Yeah. I can't drive it very far, but my short game, like pitching on the fairway, and then in any of the traps or the rough, I'm pretty good at, and my putting is not too bad.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? I'll just skip the driving part. I'll just stay in the golf cart, and then I'll play cleanup towards the end. Yeah. So
it's a great game.
I think golf is cool. I wish I was better at it. Maybe I need to get some of these golf pros and some of these golf trainers that we are talking to throughout the week. Maybe I can get some lessons.
I think we can work that in. I mean, we talked earlier this hour with Kenny Sims, the Senior Director of the Impact for PGA Preach Foundation. He talked about one of the pillars is to help veterans for hope. And part of that foundation, they brought 25 veterans in from Southwest Michigan and 15 golf professionals, to help train them up or skill them up on something they might be missing as far as their golf game goes. And I'm very envious
Yep.
I appreciate that they're going after the veterans. After they're done with the veterans, I think we should sign up for buses.
Maybe there should be a media day.
Yeah.
And it's just everybody
Train the media how to be
the,
golfers,
yeah,
or better golfers.
not only you have the people, the TV people that are NBC and all the other sports coverage, national sports coverage, but then our local TV peeps getting in on that. And
Yeah. Other behind the scenes stuff, I did see the golf TV trailer.
I saw that. I also saw, as we were talking about golf carts, the groups of golf carts. Did you see right near where we parked that that lineup of golf carts? All of those were NBC.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, all of those were NBC
Okay.
Sports because they're doing the live coverage. And I think maybe, is there another channel that's doing one of the other days? But they're doing the live coverage of this. And so they need their team of people at just
All
about
those
every of
different
the
places.
featured holes. So
Yeah. So I think NBC and then golf TV is probably yours.
yeah. So they've got their own set
Fleet.
of golf carts.
Fleet of golf. Oh, I can see beyond the trees now.
Ooh.
The fog is gently lifting on the courses.
Oh yeah, I see that. What looks to be, I see a fence, and it looks maybe that's one of the cool spots that people get to hang out at.
Oh, okay.
The Makers Trail 19th hole
Yeah, where is that?
is near the 17th green, so we wouldn't be able to see that from where we're at. So I don't know.
We'll get a map.
We'll get a map of the course and get ourselves more familiar with everything that's going on. Throughout this week, we'll be more familiar with everything because we're going to be spending a lot of time here. Jeff says he's not great at golf. The scrambles are the best. Yeah, this four-man scramble, best ball type stuff, that's the way to roll. You said you do golf, but not often, right?
I haven't lately. In the last few years, I haven't done much at all. But I started golfing before I was in high school, and then I did join the high school golf team.
What's it like being on a high school golf?
It's fantastic. I mean, it was just a small group of us. I mean, it was a very small high school, and 7 or 8 of us just go out and you practice, and your practice is playing a course, one of the local courses.
Do you play a full 18 when you compete?
No. Oh well, when you compete,
Sometimes 9.
I know we always practiced on 9. It was a long time ago.
Okay.
But
Because I just think, because I know that's the thing about golf is that it does take a chunk of your day out. You're thinking about if it's Tuesday or Wednesday, you don't want the kids to be out on the course for 3.5 hours.
I kind of did. I wanted to.
Yeah. Doing your homework on a whole 9.
That was part of the problem. But no, it was great. I mean, we all have the same uniform and we get out there. But my grandfather always told me it's a lifelong sport and it really helps you build relationships with folks.
Yeah.
Because you sit out there and you really kind of understand what the game is about. Really, the game is about battling. So.
Yeah, you learn patience as well because if you are a bad golfer and you get into the rough and you get into weird spots, you want to build yourself back up because if you have everything is like a domino effect. If you start to have a bad game, then it starts getting bad and worse to worse. Actually, I was watching the PGA Championship over the weekend, and I saw one guy got a double eagle, and then later on, I don't know, I think it was maybe the same guy got a double bogey or a triple bogey. So I was like, oh, jeez.
You kept the cameras on him, huh? Yikes.
Yeah, because they were on one of the featured holes, and
Oh,
one guy is like,
okay.
oh, that guy double eagled that hole, and this guy triple bogeyed it. Teresa says, I was told never to play golf because I stunk at it.
No such thing as a bad golfer, except those who don't save FORE. If they play it and the balls come at your head, that's not a good thing.
My brother actually hit my other brother with a golf ball.
Goodness gracious.
He said 4. Too late. He said
After the ball hit him, maybe.
yeah. So we're playing like a 4-man scramble, or I think all 5. I think we did a 6-man with my dad and my brothers.
Oh my goodness.
And so we're playing, and my brother's teeing off. That was the other thing, is that you got to also make sure that everybody is clear of either the hole or at least out of the far enough away from where you could hit.
This sounds like a Johnny Reinhardt family disaster.
Oh, it was. Yeah, we've given him crap for it for 20 years. But yeah, all of a sudden he's hitting the ball off the. I can't remember if he was off the fairway. I think he was off the fairway. My brother was standing on the green, and all of a sudden hit him right in the shoulder. And then my brother, who hit the ball, said, 4.
Oh, goodness gracious.
So we were all just like, dude, really? Come on. So, anyways.
I see the volunteer center looks like it's open. I saw a couple of people come out of there with little plates of food they were covering. Yeah.
Very nice. So I'm going to have to sneak in there because I have the volunteer credentials.
Ooh, look at you.
So
can I borrow that?
We might be able to make that happen.
Is your picture on there?
My picture is on it, so you cannot, but I can maybe hook you up. All right, let's get back to it.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
That is an oven door. Where else but at the KitchenAid Senior PGA are you going to wake up and hear, Jonny and Ken, the WSJM Morning Show broadcasting live here, but see somebody unwrap a bright school bus yellow oven door by KitchenAid.
I could get that in my kitchen?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is that what they call bespoke? Is that the word?
No.
No?
What do you mean?
No, like when you, because I see all the different like refrigerators or appliances. Is that a bespoke thing?
No.
Okay.
That's an oven door.
That's no. I'm gonna look this up. Bespoke. Yeah, you see, like
commonplace.
Made for particular customers or users. That's what it says. And then you get like, you know what I'm saying, like different doors and different things. I think that's what it's called.
I think that's called custom. The bespoke I'm familiar with is like, yeah, that.
Bespoke, like I bespoke about it?
No.
See, what you'll find here on the morning show is that Ken is never wrong. He always wants to try and figure out how he can be right.
Well, it does say custom.
Yeah.
So you're right.
Yeah. Oh, look at that,
You're
folks.
right.
Look at that. No, he's, and that's the cool part is that as this is still developing, this space, this KitchenAid Fairway Club, this Pure Michigan Community Showcase area, all of this has to be constructed and put together. Are you learning about that?
Yeah, I am. I mean, that's not exactly what I
That's
thought it
your
was.
WSJM morning show word of the day.
Bespoke.
Oh, I see what he's doing. So he's taken, this is a display. So
Behind
he's
the
taken
scenes.
as we describe it here, because we can't show you all of this stuff.
Yeah.
Show you the course, you might get in trouble.
Yep.
He is taking the door of the oven door, putting it on a mount, and then he's going to mount it on that pole so that he can display all of the different bespoke doors. Bespoke. I feel like this is a spelling bee. Yeah, please use it in a sentence. Oh my goodness. I bespoke. There's a lot of things going on this morning as we are here all week. All right, you're on this. So with not only great people that we've talked to already, we've talked to Kenny Sims, the Senior Director of Impact for PGA Reach Foundation. He was one of our first guests. We got a huge lineup of people, and the lineup keeps changing because we've got some great people that are putting together this list, because the reason we're here Tuesday through Friday is to really show all of the stuff from the behind the scenes, how it all works to put this all together, but also to the impact that having a major championship in our small community, what that means and what this impact has had for this many years, having the KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship here. It's a pretty cool thing, and it's a fun operation to be a part of.
The amount of preparation, I mean, they started 2 years ago thinking about this event, how they would manufacture a new and great experience, and they've changed some things around. So if you've been here in the past, some things have moved around, like the 19th hole, the Makers Trail, is in a different place. We're in the Pure Michigan Community Showcase tent, which is out by North Pier Brewery. So it's not what you saw 2 years ago, and it's going to be probably the best one ever. As they say, this is going to be great.
I agree. And looking forward to who we'll talk to a little bit later on this morning, and that is Brian Joseph, who is going to talk to us about that community concert. He has more details about that that is going to be happening Wednesday. But there's a bunch of celebrity chefs that are going to be doing some demonstrations. There's some local celebrity chefs that are going to be doing stuff. I mean, we've got Brian Maynard, who's the owner of Forte Coffee. He's going to be joining us tomorrow. We've got Chelsea, who I had to call at 5 a.m. this morning. Sorry, Chelsea, to find out, where's my golf cart? Bring me my golf cart.
Where's my cart?
She was very hospitable this morning and very chipper, as I said.
Yeah.
I'm sure she's been, I want to know how early she has to wake up in the morning to get this all together. But we
haven't seen any golfers yet.
No golfers.
Not
yet.
On the course.
There will be more details on, as we talked about, pros that might be able to give us lessons. There will be one of the PGA pros that's here at Harbor Shores will join us, as well as volunteer operations director, Kelsey, who will join us. She is coordinating all of the hundreds of volunteers for this whole entire thing. So that's going to be a lot of fun to talk about that. It takes a lot to put this all together, and one of those great volunteers, those people that you'll speak with, is yours truly. I will be one of the volunteers.
That's right. You are volunteering, and your role is to
basically be right here, but it's community and information is what my
so you'll be in this
category
tent.
is. I'll be in this tent for 3 days,
Oh,
and then I will then also be in the main entrance. There's a little information spot over there. I'll have a shift over there, so I'm looking forward to it. That's fun. I did my training. The training really consisted of, well, you know a lot about Southwest Michigan, so you're good. And then I said, what about the iPad or the thing that you said we're going to have for when people actually ask us real information and real questions? Oh, yeah, it's easy. Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm sure I could figure it out.
So they may or may not give you equipment.
Right. They will be giving me something, but I wanted to talk about that because when it comes, we talked a little bit about this before, about the customer service representative and how that seems to change more and more. Because usually when you make that phone call to a representative, you either have to press a number or you have to say, representative.
Right.
Representative. Turns out sometimes customers don't want to talk to a real person when they're shopping online. New study says that we prefer a chatbot.
Oh.
But mostly for when we're buying stuff online that we feel embarrassed about, like their examples, anti-diarrheal meds.
Oh.
You buy those online?
Why? Why would you do that? I mean, if you've got the issue right now, you're going to buy it online.
I guess it's the, you don't want to go to the pharmacy and pick that up.
I'm going to wait for 2 days.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to be 3 to 5 business days it's going to be here? I guess I can
Shipping
wait.
delay.
I feel like anti-diarrheal is I need it right now, or I need it before this happens kind of medicine. I would not buy that. Other personal products.
Maybe it'll come by drone.
Ooh.
You can just run out to the backyard.
Yeah, when are the drones going to show up? Because
as soon as people stop trying to take them down.
Because that was a thing that I think Amazon introduced 5-6 years ago. I think they were trying all that stuff out.
I'll have to look for an update on that because I don't know what I would order that would be suitable for drone delivery, but I guess
I think something small. Like
sure.
You got a new
or something.
Yeah, new phone case or something like that, or you get toothpaste or
there's a surcharge for drone delivery.
Your anti-diarrheal.
Anti-diarrheal. I need it now. Drone, yes,
yeah.
Drone.
How is that an example of things you would buy? Oh yeah. I guess my stomach's hurting. No, I'm not doing very well. Maybe I'll just wait.
Maybe also you can get the fire extinguishers that way.
Ooh.
Because if you have kitchen's on fire, 2 business days. Oh yeah, okay. Right here.
Yeah, because you're gonna be stuck in the bathroom, so you're probably gonna be making your food in there. You're probably gonna be lighting.
Turn the burner off.
Don't have an open flame in the bathroom. Not dear idea. Don't do that. But I hope you're having a great start to your morning. What else you got? You got any fun stuff over on your side of things?
I did want to talk a little bit about Graceland.
Oh, I did see something about that.
Have you been to Graceland?
I have been to Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay.
Memphis, a couple times. but I've never. Every time I go like for a conference, and every time I go, they always say, "Yep, we're going to go to Graceland on Sunday."
Yeah.
But whoever books my flight,
It never hangs around.
No,
Sunday.
they always say, "Oh yeah, you're the first flight out. It's 6 o'clock in the morning on Sunday." So unfortunately, I've not had a chance to go to Graceland, but it's on my list.
You should go soon because the Graceland may actually be foreclosed upon
What?
if something doesn't happen quickly.
I thought it was a museum.
Elvis Presley's granddaughter is suing to stop a foreclosure sale of Graceland. It's a historic Memphis home for sure, and it is a museum of sorts. You can pay to go in there. But the foreclosure sale is scheduled this week, and Elvis Presley's granddaughter is alleging fraud and saying that the purported company behind the sale doesn't exist and has no right whatsoever to the property. Danielle Koff, is it Koff? The granddaughter of Elvis and the current owner of the property was able to get a restraining order against any sale before a court rules on her application for an injunction, and she filed lawsuit this month stating that last year a company called Nazani Investments, a private lending LLC, presented documents allegedly showing that Lisa Marie Presley borrowed $3.8 million from the firm and gave a deed of trust to Graceland as security. And now the company says they defaulted on the loan. We're gonna foreclose. We're gonna have a sale here. The granddaughter of Elvis says the documents are fraudulent. The court has slowed the process to hear more about this. That's fascinating.
Yeah, I'd have figured that years ago that would have been given up to some sort of foundation of some kind that would have it as the museum.
Yeah.
But that's crazy.
Yeah. So the granddaughter says that these are all fraudulent documents. Don't know why it's gone this far, but she's trying to stop it.
Got a lot of other things to get to this morning. We'll have your Moody on the Market update. We'll teach you more fun words of the day. Your first word is bespoke.
Custom made.
Custom made.
All of I'll that. I'll find the definition I'm thinking of. Okay. It'll probably be a different word.
There is another word.
What is it?
It's not bespoke or custom.
I'll find out.
Yeah, we will find out. We'll also find out what's going on at moodyonthemarket.com with your update coming up in just a couple minutes. I knew I was right with bespoke. I've seen it because that's the customizable everything. You get
that's the subscription.
Yeah, bespoke boxes. Yeah. And I think there's a company named Bespoke, so that's probably why you're getting. It's muddy in the waters.
There was somebody who used a word similar to that. I'm checking my source now to find out what word I'm thinking of. But speaking of the bespoke box, they almost get me every time. Twice, I've almost made that subscription.
Yeah, it's expensive though, isn't it?
It is expensive. I think that's what holds me back.
Yeah, all of
but
that.
It's cool.
All of that subscription stuff, like even the clothing stuff, where they're like, "Oh yeah, just do this subscription. We'll send you clothes, and then you can buy each individual clothes."
Yeah,
I like that idea, but yeah, it's like, I don't want to spend that much money. Oh, I like all this stuff because it's basically customized for me after all my interests and everything. But
kind of.
Yeah.
Sometimes they send you stuff off the wall.
Right. They're like,
hey, you should try this.
Here's a wacky one. You need to expand your wardrobe horizons.
We're getting ready for Moody.
Stand by. We're doing Moody.
Okay. Let's do the
Stand by. It's gotten colder.
How did it get colder?
I don't know. Want to know what's going on in Southwest Michigan, especially when it comes to business? We got you covered at moodyonthemarket.com and the Moody on the Market app. Download that today. Your update is brought to you by our friends at Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners agency with locations in St. Joseph and in Niles.
And we're thinking about boats on the water. This is talking about the United Way Rock the Boat event. Remember? You remember that? You've been part of that.
I've done it, yeah.
You've been part of that.
I sunk
think
the boat.
You intentionally sank the boat.
I did.
So the question is, what do you get when you combine a beautiful Southwest Michigan summer evening, water, and a few thousand people? Obviously, it's Southwest Michigan's Rock the Boat cardboard boat races. It's coming back to the picturesque Inn at Harbor Shores. The date is July 11th. This event, which features life-size boats made entirely of cardboard and some creative decorating, promises exhilarating entertainment for participants and spectators alike. They have 75 spots available. The races are expected to draw up to 3,000 people, and they're hoping to build on the success of the previous event, which was held way back in 2019. They couldn't do it anytime after that for a couple of years because of the pandemic.
And Anna Murphy, the president and CEO of United Way of Southwest Michigan, says, we're ecstatic to bring back the Rock the Boat cardboard boat race after the hiatus. The event is not just about fun. It's about community engagement and supporting vital programs in our region. We're really looking forward to seeing the innovative boat designs and the friendly competition on the water. It should be a lot of fun. There's some people that are real, of course, when you get engineers and things like that involved, with the folks at Whirlpool and everywhere around, is that they know how to design things, even if they only have materials like cardboard to work with. I saw one that looked like it was like a long, skinny kayak. Like they built it like that, and that thing, man, that thing could fly.
So they built for speed.
Yeah, they built for speed, and it floated. And it was pretty awesome. And he was just like, I'm surprised he didn't make the oars out of it.
Was it a one-person deal? That one?
Maybe.
I think there should be a requirement that you have at least 200.
Yeah.
Oh boy, what is this one?
Oh, this one's this.
I thought it was going to be green.
Oh,
it's blue.
Ooh, it's a nice.
It's Robin's Egg blue. All right, we'll talk about what we're talking about in a second, but just to wrap up that Rock the Boat, that's going to happen 5 p.m. July 11th. Again, 75 entry slots. If you haven't got one already, you better hurry because slots will fill up. And if you want more information about this, we do have a link to the Rock the Boat event. It's on our webpage at moodyonthemarket.com. Just look for Rock the Boat.
And you check out that story and more just by going to moodyonthemarket.com and the Moody on the Market app. Your update brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local automotive agency with locations in St. Joseph and Nuns. Yeah, the temperature has dropped, and I don't know what happened.
They pulled the Michigan card.
The folks that are putting this whole thing together, once they get done with it, we'll have to snap a picture.
If we're allowed.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's really cool because they have a lot of bespoke oven doors.
I didn't know that was a thing. That you could have different custom doors for your, looks like obviously KitchenAid.
Yes, it is KitchenAid because it's got the handle with the little red badge in the center of it. Hey, look, it's Brian Joseph.
It's a smaller deal.
Hi, Brian.
It's a smaller deal.
It's good to see you.
Oh, we're playing rock, paper, scissors here? Here, scissors. Come on in. We're gonna keep the live stream rolling for just a couple of minutes.
But no, you can get different colors of these, and I don't know if those are production colors or if those are just eye-catching colors that you'll have to pay a surcharge to get that. But I mean, regardless, no matter where, look at the oven doors over there. Look at the school bus yellow one. Isn't that cool?
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
So it's just one of the many displays that's here at the KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship, brought to you by KitchenAid.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we would, of course, show you all this stuff, but we don't want to get in trouble.
Yeah.
We have been invited to be here as guests, and we don't want to overstay our welcome or do anything we're not supposed to. So we have to describe a lot of this stuff to you, but you'll actually be able to see all this stuff when you come here. Because this area, this KitchenAid Fairway Club that's right next door, has a ton of really cool stuff. What the folks at PGA call it the activation.
Oh,
that's another word of the day for you is activation, because that's the act of people being active at the actual.
They're getting activated.
Yeah,
it's like charcoal.
Oh,
activated charcoal.
You've got
cleans the water.
You've got tic-tac-toe here. Oh, that's activation. Oh, you've got cooking demonstration. Activation. Water on the knee. Operation. So, anyways, Brian, how are you, man?
Good. How you doing?
You're hanging out on our live stream.
Oh, I am.
Yep.
Oh my God.
So
Cool.
say hello.
Got our
It's a
camera
tiny
right
camera
there.
over there.
Camera's alive.
Hello, everybody.
We're gonna talk in just a moment with you about the awesome community concert that's coming up here
Thank you.
tomorrow. So we'll get all the details that everybody needs to know about that free concert. We'll hang out on the live stream for a few minutes before we talk with Brian.
Is this my ticket to get in?
Yep.
Well,
Say-
it's just
say yes.
Yeah, yes,
Because
yes.
it's free.
Yes, because it's free. Yes, absolutely. It's your entry. It's your
Fancy.
entry.
I'm here. Punch my ticket?
Yes.
No, this is great. You got some great talent coming in.
Phenomenal talent. Phenomenal talent. Very excited.
Oh, you can bring lawn chairs.
Lawn chair,
Oh,
bring a
good.
blanket. Oh yeah.
And you got the food trucks coming in.
We got the food. We got food vendors.
That's
Yes.
gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome.
Very excited.
Real quick,
Yep.
the news you want me to use is for top of the hour.
33. Yeah.
Again.
Yeah.
All right, stand by, folks. Just past 8, it's Tuesday, May 21st, and we can feel the temperature this morning.
Oh, I thought you were
we're
going to say we
outside.
feel the excitement.
We feel the excitement too, but we can feel the temperature. The temperature has dropped this morning
A little bit.
from the time we got here at 5 o'clock. But today it's going to be partly sunny, going to be a nice warm one, high of 87, but there's a small chance for some isolated storms. And as well as that continuing tonight, 60% chance for some storms with some strong ones possible, and a low down to 67.
It was blustery last night.
Mhm.
A lot of wind, a lot of thunder, a lot of rain, going all kinds of different directions. The neighbors across the street at one point were out there after all the rain had stopped, and they were clearing brush, and they were clearing more brush and more brush. I don't know what happened, if like a landscape truck unloaded or something like that, but their whole driveway was filled with like an acre.
No down trees or anything?
No down trees.
tons
It
of
was
stuff?
all dead stuff, which
Mm.
made me think it was probably a landscaper truck that got loose.
Oh, that makes sense.
Anyway,
Or
so to make sure those storm drains are clear, because we may get some more of that tonight.
Absolutely. We've got a lot to get to here this morning. As we said, we'll talk with Brian Joseph, who is part of the committee that puts together the free community concert that is happening tomorrow night at Lakeland Mitchell City Center Park. Get details on that and so much more. First, let's find out what's happening in news. WSU News brought to you by our friends at McGee's Heating and Air, trusted carrier dealer. Feel at ease with McGee's. Right. Still on our live stream, we will have a chance to talk with Brian. Brian, you guys put together this concert every time the Kitchen PGA Championship comes around. How long does it take to coordinate that? For this concert, how long have you guys been in chats with all the people that are part of this concert?
Probably about 15 to 18 months.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's pretty intense, but for me, it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's an honor to be a part of the committee and to co-chair it with Jerry Price. But at the end of the day, we want to make sure we bring in some top shelf talent to the community that would represent KitchenAid Senior PGA, but also something that would be good for the community, and everybody can come and just have a great time. But yeah, it's it's a lengthy process because it's a matter of getting in contact with a number of artists. That we start out with probably 10 to 15, and then we get prices. And then we whittle it down to 2 to 3 artists out of the 10 to 15. And then it's like, okay, we need to negotiate price.
Yeah, and then you have that in there, and then you have the location thing too. Is the figuring out where are you going to be, because price may change too on location of where they may be. If they're like, oh, I might have a show in Detroit in a few weeks, or maybe like a week after that thing.
Yeah.
So this actually works out great for us. So there's that factored in too.
Yeah. And two, because we're booking so far in advance, the booking agents or the artists will say, okay, here's a date, but let's see what else we can book around it, so we can, watch the dollars and try to get a decent price point, for the final contract amount.
We've got the talent here. You gave us the cards that list the talent. I see you didn't take my recommendation for Greta Van Fleet. What happened there?
Unfortunately, Greta didn't make the cut.
Just kidding.
No,
This is the community concert. It's jazz.
Yeah.
You
Well, it's jazz R&B.
Jazz
Okay.
Jazz R&B.
Who do we have?
We've got flautist Kim Scott, who is a phenomenal flautist who's getting massive airplay on Watercolors, Sirius Radio. She was here for Lake Breeze last July.
That's right.
Did a phenomenal job.
She was really good. I remember.
Just an amazing talent. She had a song called Shine on that was rated #1 by Jazz Times Magazine in 2022. So she's got about 3 or 4 CDs, but just lighting up the charts across the country. And then we have my good friend Gerald Albright, 8-time Grammy-nominated saxophonist, who's been in this business for 35 plus years and has just an amazing talent and a great human being and just a phenomenal musician. And so he's second, and then our headliner is Jeffrey Osborne on the Wings of Love, who I've known Jeffrey since probably the 90s. Another great guy, another phenomenal performer. So we've got some top flight performers coming in tomorrow night, and it's going to be one big party.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Free.
And it's free. And it's free. Concert starts at 6:30 tomorrow, Wednesday, May 22nd, at the Dwight P. Mitchell City Center Park. And we'll have food vendors. And we'll have everything that we need for a concert. The stage and the crew are showing up today around 10 o'clock. So you hear a lot of noise over at City Center Park. You'll definitely be hearing the guys setting up the stage, the lights, the rigs, everything.
Any insider parking recommendations?
We will have parking throughout this downtown city, Benton Harbor, various parking lots. And the public safety director, Dan McGinnis, and his crew will have officers with signs pointing to parking lots around the city, arrows, and directions for parking in the city. Yes.
That's the other part of the planning that has to go along with it. Once you get the artists booked, then it's the coordination with city officials and then the public safety and all that stuff.
And we're shutting down Main Street.
Wow.
So we had to go through MDOT
Yeah.
so we could shut down Main Street from 5th Street at the roundabout so people can route the way around to the Arts District.
When is
to
the
Water
last
Street.
time you did that?
We did it in 2022. We've done it in 2018.
I was thinking
It's for this event.
The
For
only
this
other
event.
time I can think of Main Street getting blocked off is for the parade.
For the parade. Yeah, this is we had to fill out an application to shut down Business Loop 94. So I think we're going to shut it down around 4:30 and loop that traffic around 5th Street over to Water Street, back out, and they'll pop out there at Pipestone and then west into St. Joe and vice versa. So we're expecting roughly about 5,000 to 500 people for this concert tomorrow night. So that's why we shut the street down, because we don't want traffic and whatnot. Plus, everybody's going to be all the way back in the street.
The folks on our live stream are getting pretty much all the information ahead of time. Well, a lot of this stuff will be repeated when we get on here in just a moment. But really looking forward to that concert. And we're having a lot of fun this whole entire week. So we're going to talk here in about 38 seconds or so.
37 seconds?
37, 39.
6 seconds?
Somewhere around. In a very short amount of time. So I'm giving you guys a heads up.
You
So
golfer?
I don't, say, here we
I
go.
think like twice a year. So I don't
Okay.
Twice a
You're
year.
a golfer. Yeah.
Scrambles.
Yeah. That counts.
Did you see my golf cart? I got my own custom golf cart.
Yeah, you
It's
had a problem
bespoke.
getting it today, right?
Bespoke. It's a bespoke golf cart.
And they bespoke it with the wrong name.
Yeah. I had to bespoke to somebody this
First,
morning.
it should have been Ken on it, and then they put Johnny.
No. Who's the one that had to get here first?
That's right. That's right.
Me.
You did.
I did not envy you guys.
All right, here we go.
I've got it easy.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Still hanging out on our live stream. If you want to come do that on our Facebook, X, YouTube. YouTube. You can find us there, and we are here in the Pure Michigan Community Showcase tent. Beautiful Harbor Shores, getting ready for the KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship. It is Tuesday, so a lot of things still happening on the course. So being mindful of traffic, roads being blocked up, leaf blower guys,
Heavy trucks.
lawn mowers, mowers and blowers. We got it all for you. But another thing that we have is a really awesome concert tomorrow night, and we have Brian Joseph, who's on the committee, that puts together this community concert, and it will happen tomorrow night. And we were talking on our live stream about what it takes to put this all together. I mean, you really need a committee to put this all together because there's a lot of coordination to do this. But this concert it's a big deal, and it's a great thing for the community.
Well, it's a huge deal. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. That Deb O'Connor and KitchenAid folks decided years ago, like 2013, because the first concert was 2014, and said, hey, we want to do something for the community, and make the community feel as though they're part of, the Senior PGA Championship. And so we thought, hey, what about a concert? And it has worked out very, very. And we've got a great committee with Brandon Haney, Deb O'Connor, Jerry Price, who I co-chair the committee with, Leslie McKell, and then we've got Jason George. Just a great group of committed folks that make it happen every other year. And it is a commitment, and of course trying to get, some of these top artists, and we start pretty much 15 to 18 months in advance of the date of the concert itself, just because so much goes into, getting the artists, negotiations, getting the contracts, routing and whatnot. So it's quite the ordeal.
Did you negotiate for a valet for Ken?
Absolutely.
How did that work out?
It worked out really well. Ken is top shelf, like Gerald Albright and Tim Scott.
I think we'll get the contract signed on Thursday and get y'all set up.
Yeah, absolutely. First rate,
Yeah. So Wednesday, as you mentioned, some of the great artists, give us the rundown of these artists, because these are, again, as you say, top-notch event. These are top-notch artists.
Yes, the opening artist is flautist Kim Scott. Kim has about 4 or 5 CDs out, and she had a single out in 2022 called Shine, and it was rated the #1 jazz single for 2022. So she's the opener. She was here in 2023 for the Lake Breeze Music Festival, and she was just phenomenal. I mean, a really talented flautist. So we said, hey, let's bring her back to the PGA. And then secondly, we have my great friend, saxophonist Gerald Albright, 8-time Grammy nominated artist, who's had his first CD in 1988. With the Electric Records.
He was like 7 years old.
Yeah. Young kid, just a young kid.
Child prodigy.
Yeah, child prodigy at the time. So Gerald's second. He's going to give a phenomenal performance, and it's called the G-Funk Tour. So this G-Funk Tour is a tribute to James Brown. So it's going to be a party tomorrow night with Gerald coming on second, and then our third and our headliner is actually Jeffrey Osborne, who's got a great song called On the Wings of Love. But a phenomenal artist, a great human being. And all these artists are very easy to work with. No egos. It's like, hey, what can we do? How can we make, this better for you guys? They're asking me, what can they do for us? And that's the real beauty of working with great artists. We've had, the Whispers in 2018 with Morris Day and the Time. 2016, we had Tim Cunningham with the OJs in 2016. In 2014, we had Parliament, and we had Will Downing and Tim Cunningham. And 2022, we had Stephanie Mills as the headliner, and Gerald Albright opened up for her. So again, we've had some phenomenal talent. We missed 2020 because of the pandemic, obviously, but again, it's a lot of fun. So for those of you, it's a free concert tomorrow night, Wednesday, May 22nd, 6:30 at the Dwight P. Mitchell City Center Park. We're going to have food vendors. We're going to drink. Bring your blankets, bring your chairs. It's going to be a phenomenal evening of great music.
And they can bring an appetite as well, right?
And bring your appetite, because we're going to have lots of food vendors, lots of food. And I mean, it's like, it's like a dream come true for me, because I've been in the music industry a long time. In fact, I used to manage a 10-20-inch career. So when, Deb O'Connor said, hey, would you be interested in being on the committee?
Yeah.
I'm like, absolutely. So, it's a labor of love. I love doing it. And it's a lot of fun. So as you can tell, I'm excited. So folks, come out, have a great time, and let's have a great time tomorrow night.
Can you hit again on the parking? There will be parking areas and people helping people get to the parking.
Yeah.
Yes, we will have parking lots throughout downtown city of Benton Harbor, and we'll have public safety officers and volunteers. We'll have signs designated with arrows where the parking is. Downtown, we've got parking behind the old, behind Avon Marsh, the old inner city bank, and then we've got parking there at the corner of Colfax and Wall Street, and then of course we've got some parking behind where the Corwell Health
Yes,
Building
the new
is,
one.
which used to be the Whirlpool facility.
That's right.
So we've got plenty of parking, directional signs, and volunteers directing people. We will shut down Business Loop 94 Main Street from 5th Street there at the roundabout by Dollar Ride, and you will have to route people over to the Arts District, over to Water Street, and then they'll pop back out on Main Street at Pipestone for the most part. So again, come on down, have a great time, folks. We're excited, very excited.
It's going to be so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
Looking forward to that. That's just one of the many things that happens during the KitchenAid Senior PGA Championship, and looking forward to it. Ken bought his tickets already. So
Yeah, I bought a lot of tickets from StubHub, and they charged me a surcharge. But no, it's a free concert. It's a free concert. No need to have tickets, buy tickets, or whatever else. It's happening tomorrow night at 6:30 at the Dwight P. Mitchell City Center Park in Benton Harbor. Community concert. It's nice.
Yeah, pretty awesome. Pretty awesome.
As always, thank you so much for being a part of this. And
You're welcome.
Thank you to the entire
Thank you
team
for the
as well. I know I'll see JP at some point around here, but
you will.
all the other great people you got. Thank you so much. So we'll get to news, sports, and a whole lot more here next. It's the morning show live at beautiful Harbor Shores. The community showcase. It's brisk. If anybody wants to drop off a sweater, we'd love for you to do that. But all that stuff's coming up next.
That's good.
Thank you.
Who are we doing next time?
Ryan.
Yes.
Sarah.
Hey, Sarah.
Hi, it's nice to see you in person.
Nice to meet you too.
All right, folks, on our live stream, we're going to wrap things up. You guys have a great day. We will talk to you again here tomorrow.
Yes.
Same time, same bat channel, same thing.
Right here.
We'll talk more. We'll find more words.
My family's all from
You love that. You're welcome. It's an early birthday gift.
What, me being right?
Yes.
You admitting
Me allowing you to be right.
All right. Bye, everybody.
See ya.